Well, today we have the launch of the brand new Delightful Dimensional Cutting Dies. This is called Happy Spring, and this is one of the projects. As you know, these can go flat, and then they pop up, and look at that. We'll get it super close, just so you can really take a look at it. And Debbie has done a whole bunch of projects for you, and won't you please come play with us? Okay, Debbie is who I'm talking about. I'll get that straight. And the Happy Spring has 17 cutting dies, as you can see, a basket. And I want to tell you about this basket because there is a slit in it. I think we're going to have to get in closer just so you can see that. In fact, I hope you can see how heavily embossed it is. So it looks like it is woven, but there is a slit right there. Now, as we get into the projects, I'll show you why that's neat, because you can tuck things into that basket without snipping anything off. So that's nice. And if you want to, you could even take it, and I don't know if I can do this mid-air, but just do an ink pad on the top of it, and you'll see more of that beautiful embossing. So there you go. Okay, let's get into the projects. And I guess the first thing I'm going to tell you is about the basic crosshatch die. Our Delightful Dimensionals are always designed to go on this cutting die too. And it's just super easy to do. You can see the 4 pieces. And there are the directions on the back of the package, which is true. And they come together with slots, so they just slip together just like this. So you can see how that does. Okay, well, that's how it is all put together. And these will fit in our 10 envelopes. So that's going to be perfect. So that's what happens there. Then we get into what we call our seasonal dies, which is every month. So Happy Spring. And this also has an idea on the back of it, just like this package has an idea on the front of it. And this one is like this. And again, it's flat for mailing, and then you just go like that. It's going to pop up. You can hear that click. Happy Spring. And look at that wonderful field of flowers. There's tulips on the side, in the front, just like that. And I love how that sprig goes out like that. How pretty. Now what Debbie used, in fact, on all of these, she used the 6x6 pattern cardstock. So this is Tulip Parade. And what that gives you is this beautiful edging. You can see in the front there, also on the back piece. And that just works perfectly. They're going to fit very, very nicely. But then you also need some solids because those flowers and so forth. So she chose the Tulip Parade cardstock that matches. And that is what she used to do her basket, the flowers, the birds, and the Happy Spring. And then you can ink them or use markers on them. So let me just show you the colors that she used. So obviously she's going to, when you've got leaves, she's going to use the holly green. The cocoa brown is going to be for the basket. The vintage rose is going to be for the lighter flowers. The Prussian blue is for those bluebirds, as well as the arch in the back. Then she added, for a bit of sparkle, the gold jewel dazzle. So you can see them sparkling in the center of those flowers. And I love how she foam taped the Happy Spring and the bird on the back piece. So that's really nice. She did use tri-blend markers as she colored in the Happy in yellow and orange and red. Great combination. And on the back, this is one of the cutouts from the Tulip Parade collection. There you go. Very nice. Very springy. I think we're kind of ready for that. Here we go. Now that's our first card. So we go, Debbie, okay, but what else can you do? Well, how about this? Isn't this gorgeous? I'm just going to pop that up. Look at that shiny and bright Happy Spring in front. That has done with a mirror cardstock. It is the Midnight Plum. Isn't that pretty? Just gorgeous. And it does a beautiful job with our whispering florals. Now that's the 6x6. So that back piece has got all of those flowers, and then Debbie did do some of the die cuts just going right along the edge. You are wonderful. That is one of the Whispering Florals die cut pieces. And then she also, again, because she needed some solid colors, she went with the Whispering Florals solid cardstock. Always better to have the solid that goes with the pattern because you know everything's going to match. Then the pearls that she used are these. These are from Hunky Dory, and they're just the white pearls. And you can see that they're in the flowers, both the illustrated flowers as well as the die-cut flowers. And again, you've got that beautiful artwork on the front, actually on both of those risers, as well as in the back. On the back of her piece, oh, look at that basket. Wow, out of the plum mirror. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's what I meant about the baskets. See, because of that little slit, you can put those little flowers in there. And isn't that pretty? These more of the die cuts and a few more of the pearls. And in this one, she always inks the edges of her flower die cuts. And this time, she has used the lovely lilac, the orchid, and lipstick, so you can see as they go with the colors. And I love that little bird perched on the flower. Isn't that cute? And that Happy Spring is just absolutely gorgeous. Now I've got another look for you. And this is Jump, Fly, and Sing. And I'm going to scoot that over. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? Now, she has added some chipboard to this. The basket, the flowers, all of those are part of the cutting dies, but these feathers down here, as well as the Jump, Fly, and Sing, and the music notes are part of the chipboard, and the chipboard is from Songbirds. That's right. And they were colored with the tri-blend markers as well as ink pads. Songbirds is what she used for the backing there, and all of these die-cut pieces. Of course, the coordinating Songbirds solid cardstock is what she used for her flowers. In fact, she's got flowers in the basket, but also flowers going up. And on the back, aha, there's another basket. Oh, isn't that feather pretty? Happy Spring is right there. So just nice. Very, very nice. You can see that. Oh, in the center of those flowers, Silver Jewel Dazzles. Now, it's very fun to have these 3D cards that come to life when you open your envelope. But what else can you do with this Happy Spring? Well, how about a Slimline card? And that's what Debbie has used here. Now, because she has used Meadow Blooms 6x6, so she did something that many times our designers do, is that she selected her piece for the front, she matted it on the solid Meadow Blooms, but then she took another piece that coordinated, of course, from the same pack, cut it in half and glued that to the edges, and then did her matted piece in the center. So that just extends the use of your papers, that you can do a variety of things with your 6x6 and 12x12. Now, this little flowers for you is a cutout. That's very sweet. There's our basket again. That basket comes in very handy. Pretty in the blue, isn't it? Now, that solid is Meadow Blooms, and you can see all the colors, just very springy colors, don't you think? And that's a cutout from that patterned piece. And she does have the larger, let me lift up this little bow, the larger flowers behind the little flowers. So that's interesting. That's a neat way to do it. The bow, well, obviously, that's from our blue ribbon selection. And then on the also her little bluebird. So baskets and bluebirds and flowers, you just really can't go wrong. This also has the blue jewel border dazzles, so you can see those top and bottom. And then on the inside, we've got to fill the solid, and then another of the 6x6, and she's used the border dazzles right there. And this is the Happy Spring. She's got a spray going that way, one going that way, and some flowers popping up. No basket on the center, but baskets everywhere else. So that's our Happy Spring. So I think you can see that this cutting die has lots of possibilities, and I predict that we're going to be seeing it showing up on some other places, because I think that that basket and the bird and the flowers, I think there's going to be some other places that those are going to appear and make a really lovely statement. Okay, that is our launch of our release of Happy Spring. If you are interested, there is a money saver. It's always on the right side of our screen, and this one is no exception. But also over there is this. This is telling you about a subscription, which means that every single month you can get this, the cutting dies. The first time you will get the basic crosshatch as well as the that month, but then after that you'll only get the seasonal one. So, because you only need one of these, okay? So you get that every month. You will get it before the webisode, so you have a chance to test it out. And because the package comes with an idea, you're set to go. You've got something that you can execute right away. And in the subscription, not only will you get them before the webisode, you will get 10% off. So that's a nice thing. And you will get a free goodie. What's the free goodie this month? It is one sheet of that beautiful Midnight Plum Mary cardstock. Yes, because I thought that was just so fun. So if you would like this, just over on the right-hand side of your screen, and we'll take care of you. Okay, I want to thank Heidi. I want to thank Debbie, because I did Heidi's just a few minutes ago. I want to thank Debbie, for wonderful card ideas. And I love how she always gives us a wonderful surprise in using these delightful dimensional dies. I want to thank you for watching and for being part of us. If you happen to be watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, please like us, and come on over to paperwishes.com. Take advantage of that money saver. And by the way, we have webisodes almost every day except for Friday. And so we have lots of creativity to share with you. So I want to thank you for joining us. And most of all, I want to thank you for being part of our Paper Wishes family. We'll see you again.